Alrighty folks, let's jump into it. These are 3 ways that I use ChatGPT and I use AI to help me in my job search, specifically as an Angular developer and as a web developer. These things may apply to you as well. Alrighty, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to go into a new chat. I already have some chats set up, so the 3 ways that I use ChatGPT to help me out is I use it to rewrite my resume descriptions, my resume job descriptions. I use it to rewrite my LinkedIn summary. And I also use it to help me with job interview preparation. All right, so let's get into this. The first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and ask it about my resume. The first thing I want to do is I want to have it rewrite my resume. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and copy my resume, my first job description, and I'm going to post it in here. So I've already done this, but I just want to show you what I did. I asked it to improve my job description in resume format, and I went ahead and typed in that first, or I copied in, pasted in that first job description. And here's what I got back. It spruced it up just a little bit. So it said resulting in improved system performance and enhanced user experience. I didn't have that before in this job description. Ensuring project milestones were achieved in a timely and efficient manner. I also didn't have that in my job description. So these are just some extra values that I bring to the table as a software engineer that I did not have in my resume. Not only that, but it summarized some of my responsibilities for me as well too. So I can bring these into the interview when that time comes. Design and develop, maintain front-end components to the eDiscovery review platform with Angular, TypeScript, HTML, and CSS, and so on. It's just highlighting my key accomplishments and clearly defining my responsibilities. Alrighty, so the next one I want to do is I want to take a look at my LinkedIn. So under LinkedIn, there is an About Me section, and if you don't already have this, I highly encourage you do so. This is really helpful for recruiters just to see a little bit about who you are. I went ahead and copied this in here, and I asked ChatGPT to rewrite my job summary in 1 paragraph, and I pasted that in. So it just added a couple little things. It cleaned up my grammar for sure. I have 2 years experience in here written out as like the number 2, and ChatGPT cleaned that up with just the 2 as in TWO, right? And that's just helpful. With the Bachelor of Arts degree in journalism from the University of North Texas, I offer a unique perspective as an engineer, blah, blah, blah. And you see that it just kind of helps me here to clean up that grammar. So that's the second way. The last way that I do this is to prep and to study for the job interview. So I've asked it here to write me 3 responsibilities as an Angular developer, stuff that I already have in my resume, but stuff that I can practice saying to other people. The next thing is, what can I expect in a UI developer interview? And again, this is just to help me practice for that interview. All right, so as an Angular developer or as a regular web developer, some of your responsibilities may include developing and maintaining complex web applications. Great. Testing and debugging. Awesome. Collaborating with other developers and stakeholders. Perfect. These are all things that I've done in my experience, but it's stuff that I can brush up. It gives me a paragraph of what this actually looks like and what this actually means. And not only for that first one, but it also gives it to me for the other ones as well. Okay, what can I expect in a UI developer interview? Now, myself, I'm actually a front-end developer. That's what I specialize in. And so sometimes I just need help. I need help getting all of my job responsibilities and putting them into question format so that I can practice for the interview. So for here, we have 5 different questions that I've asked it, or that I've asked it to make for me, and this is what it includes. How do I approach designing a complex Angular component? What are some common performance issues that can arise in an Angular application, and how do I address them? How do I ensure that my application is accessible to users with disabilities? How do I integrate third-party APIs into an Angular application? How do I approach writing and debugging automated tests for my Angular applications? This is perfect. These are things that I need to know to bring into the job interview. Now, this may not be particular to just a regular recruiter, but it would be important when you get to the actual job technical interview. These are things that you should know like the back of your hand. These are things that maybe you've gained over the past couple of years. But that's it. That's how I use ChatGPT. That's how I use OpenAI to practice for those job interviews. That's how I use it to spruce up my resume. And yeah, that's how I use AI to help me in my job search. I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions or have any comments, please leave them. I would love to hear from you. And that's it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.